Let's do this. Let's get you to a life that you love and stop being the master at saboteur. So I often get the question as to why do I self-sabotage? And the answer to that is because you don't love yourself enough not to. Now, I will tell you, people used to say this after I got divorced. They're like, why do you let him control you? Like my ex would say something and it would just hit me somewhere inside. And it was almost as if like it was something that I wasn't in control of. So when we self-sabotage, it's kind of like after I got divorced. Like I divorced the guy, I left and I started to build my life, but he would say something because he knew how to energetically get right to where it would trigger me. So we self-sabotage ourselves because we're hooking into those stories that I am not enough, I am not worthy. So what you have to do, even if it's small little steps, I need you to, so for example, and it depends on how extreme you need to be. So if it's a financial self-sabotage, sometimes a lot of times that's with debt and things like that. So let's just say you wind up with a spending hangover and you charge too much and then you're like, oh God, now I'm paying 19.74% of my credit card. And I get it. That does not feel good to anybody. But here's what I'm telling you. You just have to look at that and you have to go, whoops, I made a mistake. I'm not doing it again. Sorry, really bad singing. But what I'm saying is you have to accept the reality of what you've already created. This is how you stop sabotaging yourself. In that acceptance, what you're doing is you're actually creating emotional space because you're accepting the fact that you're human and you screwed up and big deal, learn from it, grow from it, and now do a little bit better the next time. And maybe you're not perfect. I find that typically when I'm helping people out of their credit card debt situations, it's usually 3 or 4 times before you love yourself enough to actually build the financial muscle to play financial offense versus financial defense. But it really boils down to when you're self-sabotaging yourself is that you don't love yourself enough. So one of the assignments as a financial planner that I will give my clients is I will say, do me a favor. I want you to wake up in the morning and I want you to go to the bathroom and I want you to stand there and I want you to look right in the mirror. Okay, you don't have to be silly. Dead serious. But look straight ahead and say, I am enough. I am worthy of financial abundance. And I guarantee you the first time that you say this I am statement, because you're talking to your soul, you're not talking to your personality that sabotages yourself. You're actually talking to yourself on a soul level. And when you do that, you can't BS yourself. What actually happens is that you go like this. Your eyes can't stay forward and look at yourself in the mirror. Why? Because it's not true in your subconscious mind yet. So we got to get that limbic system inside, all of that body intelligence that you have to believe that you are worthy enough to not sabotage the crap out of yourself anymore. Trust me, I get it. You know, I always say that we work things out and we act it out through our money, our health, or our relationships. You know, mine comes out in my weight. Okay, big deal. You know, so my I am statement was always, I am beautiful. You know what? It took me a long time to actually truly believe that because I believed some jackass that was sitting in my 4th grade classroom who called me fatso. And it was that tape that just kept running and running and running. And you know what? That had nothing to do with me. He was projecting that onto me because he was a fatso, right? So when we can start to see these things, that when people imprint things on our psyche, because you're sabotaging yourself because somebody impacted your psyche when you were younger than 7 years old. This is what happens to every human being on the planet. And then that's the story that you hook to. So you have to start to break what's stuck here in your amygdala so that knowing that you are deserving. You can even look in the mirror and say, I am deserving of all the love, all the money, all the opportunities, all the adventures, everything that life has to offer me. And that's where it starts. Because we have to start to shift your emotional energy so your financial energy then follows. Because money is just the result of everything else in your life. So love yourself enough. And you know what? You don't have to do this by yourself. Come join us at juliemurphy.com. I have free workshops, classes, discovery calls. I have online courses where you get coaching with me for 2 days a week. Like, let's do this. Let's get you to a life that you love and stop being the master at saboteur. Like, let's actually build abundance in your world, and let's get to it. Ciao for now. Do you want to experience free coaching based on my 25 plus years as being a financial planner and ask me any question that you want to ask me to help you get past that hurdle in your financial world? I run these free workshops every other month to start to open you up, to start to help you get to this next place. The information for my free workshop, click the link below and register, and I'll see you on the next workshop.